Hey YouTube, this is Brandon here with Third Rate Duelists. We're coming at you with the next fourth rate deck. We've got Joe here from our locals. What'd you play today, Joe?
I played Ritual Beasts.
Alright, how'd you place today?
I placed third.
So what'd you play against?
I played against Time Lords, Dark Magicians, Dark Worlds, and
You didn't know that? Shares a vampire. Shares a vampire.
Element Sabers. That's right.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man.
Alrighty. So starting off, it's typical Ritual Beast. Play 3 Elder, 3 Cannahawk. I play 3 Rampingu. That's not a very popular opinion. Most people play 2. A lot of people play 1 as well.
So why'd you bump it up to 3 then?
I played at 3 simply because I like to see it for one of my combos that I use it for.
Okay.
I combo pretty hard with it, so
So it's more like a starter card to you.
pretty much.
All right.
If I see it beginning of the game with Elder, I mean, I'm going off.
Okay.
I played 2 Apelio. That's pretty common, actually. 2 Win, 2 Lara, 2 Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda. I thought about bumping up this up to 3, but I see that I just think it gets too cloggy with it.
Okay, so you play 2 of all of the Tamers because that's a good ratio for you?
Generally, yes. If I see too many Tamers, it's simply because I didn't shuffle right.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't seen a game where I haven't had both a Tamer and a Spiritual Beast in the same hand.
So does this deck have a pretty big brick factor?
Yes, it does. I tend to see a lot that I come into plays where I don't have Elder in hand, and there's really no way to fix that. And without Elder, this deck can't really pop off. So
Okay, so my next question is, do you just straight up lose the extra linking?
that depends on what I can put on board after they do it to me. I mean, if I'm able to put Elder up with another monster and have Steeds in hand, I'm generally able to get out of it.
Okay.
I've come across it a couple times, but I lost simply because I didn't have Elder in hand.
Okay.
Both times. So, as for one-ofs, I play 1 Petalfin, 1 Effect Veiler. The entire reason Effect Veiler's in here is because I was running Max C, and then they banned it. I had nothing better to do, so there's Effect Veiler.
Also, Effect Veiler is good against Goki.
That's true.
So 1 Dolphin, would you bump that up at all, or keep it at 1?
Honestly, I wouldn't bump it up at all, simply because while it is good, there's just no plays you can really do with it. The only reason I have the 1 is simply because with Rampingu's effect, I can banish Ulti Petalfin and send this to Graveyard to continue on with stuff like...
So extend your plays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on to spells, I run 3 Ritual Beast Return.
Okay.
Simply because you banish 1 from hand to special summon 1 from either the graveyard or the banishment. This allows you to bring your cards back from the graveyard that you sent with Cannahawk.
Okay, so it's an extender?
Oh yeah, big time. 2 Gold Sark. A lot of people would argue this to be at 3 because what you're supposed to do is banish everything. I see it at 2 simply because, I can see it as a dead card a lot.
Okay, so you want to see it sometimes, not all the time.
Exactly.
Okay.
I played 2 Monster Reborn. Card is too good not to be playing.
Do you like it in there?
Oh, I love this card in here. Because whenever you're going through your Cannahawk plays, you simply banish more materials to keep going through what you're doing.
So it extends your plays a lot more?
Oh, horribly.
So is that a good turn 1 card?
Depending on what you do with it, yes.
Okay.
If you're going through Cannahawk play pretty hard, you could send, instead of doing the normal combo where you target 2 targets and then target 1 of the same targets and only send the 1 card, what you can do is you can send both cards and then do another Cannahawk combo. So you have 3 monsters in grave, you play this, you get another monster on board, as well as get the resources banished again.
Fair enough. All right, seems pretty good.
So I play 1 Bond. The card's good, but I have next to no use for it. I only use this to get out of boards that I need to swing over stuff with.
Okay.
1 E-Telly because the card's too good. That's why it's limited. 1 Double Summon. Double Summon is too good in this deck because you rely very heavily on having more than 1 monster on board, and in those brick hands, this can unclog it pretty easily.
So how come only 1 double summon then? How come maybe not 2 or 3?
I only run 1 double summon because I have no other space for it.
Okay.
I mean, running a 40-card deck, I only have space for one. And of course, one soul charge because
Game charge. All right.
it's too good. That's it for
No,
spells.
no Monster Reborn.
No Monster Reborn. I did have it at one point. One Monster Reborn, one Monster Reborn. I just found that Monster Reborn works better with most of my combos that I go into.
Okay.
So, going into traps, 3 steeds, obviously.
Yep.
2 ambush because I lost one somewhere along the way. Don't know why I never put the third one back in. Honestly.
All right.
That's a card that should be played at 3 with steeds because of the combo with it. As for one-ofs, I have 1 torrential, 1 premature return. This card right here it can change your game because you can banish any card from your hand to bring back a monster that's already banished.
Okay.
So it can extend combos pretty hard. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Time Space Trap Hole. This card actually saved me today against Dark Worlds Dark Worlds, because it outed his it was against Time Lords. That's what it was, because it just sent it back to deck.
Yeah.
I mean, it got it off the board for me.
So how come the OG Mirror Force? Why not take that out for something else, like maybe a second TT or just something else that might be better?
I like nostalgia.
Fair enough. All right.
Honestly, if I was going to be playing at a higher level tournament, I'd probably take it out for a drowning or a quaking. But I mean, I love Mirror Force as it is. So, and then 1 macro, of course.
Yep. Is that it for the main deck?
That's it for the main deck.
All right, let's get into the extra.
Onto the extra deck. I play 3 Apelio because staple. You gotta have 3 of him.
Okay.
If you're not playing 3, you're not playing it right. 1 Cannahawk because that's all you're allowed anymore.
Yep.
Unfortunately. 2 Petalfin. Simply because the card's too good.
Even though you're only playing 1 Dolphin?
I've seen a lot of people play 1 Dolphin. The reason why I play 2 is because in a first turn play, I can go through my Rampingu play, send this, or banish this, send Petalfin to graveyard,
And then further it.
and then further that combo. And then as I go into the fusions after that play, I can special summon the second one because with protection from destruction, it's too good not to play first.
Okay.
People tend to play cards without reading its effect, and it's a mistake on their part.
That's fair.
And then to end the fusions, I play 2 Ulti Guy Pelio.
Okay. How come 2 of this?
Because he's also a Rampingu target. With Rampingu, you send him, and then you can send literally any tamer from deck to graveyard.
Okay.
So, that's it for fusions. Moving on to XCs. I play 1 Abyss Dweller,
Yep. 2 good against Gogi.
1 Lightning Chidori, because
Yep.
they're all wins, so it doesn't matter. 1 Castel. This is really good against Time Lords, as long as they don't have some kind of trap hole. Dark Rebellion XC's Dragon gets over a lot of high attack powers.
Ooh, there's
so
the nostalgia there.
That's the good one right there. That's it for the XCs. For Lynx, I only play 3 Ritual Beast, Ulti Chimino Falcos.
Now, do you like this card?
Oh, I love this card.
All right. So how good is this card?
This card
Tell everyone how good this card is, Joe.
I love this card so much because it gives everything 600 attack. That alone allows you to get over a lot of stuff. If you go through the right plays, you can have your Ulti Apelio up to 4,200 by end of turn.
That's pretty good.
4,700 if you start the board with Apelio. But second of all, it's an extra normal summon for the deck. I
Further your plays.
Oh yeah, this thing it allows you to put an Elder on board, get an extra summon for him, and then normal summon basically any other spiritual beast monster, and then you use him to normal summon again, allowing you to get more effects like a third Apelio.
All right. Okay. So, is there anything about the deck you would change?
Quite honestly, I would put in the third ambush.
Okay. Anything else?
There's been too many times where I've seen 2 ambush, needed the third, couldn't get to it.
So, what made you decide to play this today?
I just had nothing better to do, really.
You just like the deck?
I love the deck. It's one of my decks that's not currently dismantled for rebuilding.
All right.
So
how does this deck do against hand traps? Do you generally lose to hand traps?
no, actually.
So Ash and Impertinence, things like that don't hurt you?
I had Ash played against me today. I played right on around it. I mean, the only thing Ash goes against is the Cannahawk, simply because searches. Everything else, like if you're playing the normal Candle Hunt and you banish it, I mean, there's nothing they can really do with Ash and stuff.
So generally, you can just play through hand traps pretty well.
Oh, big time.
And that's why you're not playing Called by the Grave.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I
Well,
hate that card.
you got any shout outs, Joe?
I'd like to thank my brother Zach. Without him, none of this would have been possible at all. Gary, because he's Gary. Dustin for being a test subject for the deck. And then Tony, because he showed me that Time Lords can be beaten.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us your deck, Joe. All right. See you, YouTube.